Yes, people, welcome back to Magpie Channel TV. Welcome to Turf Moor, as we come out of Turf Moor. Newcastle 4, Burnley 1. That was easy. That was a nice, easy Saturday in the rain in Burnley. That was absolutely lovely. I tell you what, I did not think that it was going to be that easy today. And it was easy, it really was. I mean, listen, Burnley started the game well. I've got to give credit to them, they started the game well. Dubravka made a good save, one-on-one. We were a bit slow, a bit sluggish to start the game. But Burnley, you can see why they're in relegation trouble. They just don't have anything going forward. They had those chances, they had the play, they had the ball in the first 10-15. Newcastle didn't do anything for that opening stage. But Burnley never looked threatening. You were never that worried about Burnley. And thankfully that was the case. Then Newcastle's quality shines through. As I said, it hopefully would do in the preview. You know, your Isaacs, your Gordons, your Brunos, your Wilsons. Callum Wilson back in the starting lineup today. We'll go back to the team. It was a 4-4-2 from Eddie Howe, and I've got to say I thought that worked well. I thought it combated Burnley well after their opening flurry. I think Newcastle had control of the game, and you know, we'll get into it later on, but at the end we just sat back, didn't we? We didn't sit back, but we just sat and let the game fold out, you know, especially 3-0 half time, got the fourth in the second half. You know, we just chilled out, really chilled out, let the game play out, and had a nice little smooth from there. So it was a nice and easy one, really. But it was Callum Wilson that got the goal. It was Callum Wilson that got the goal for Newcastle, and obviously he hasn't played many minutes at all of football. I'm going to go over here actually, because there's Burnley fans starting to give us a bit of grief, and it's a bit like Sheffield United all over again. Where we all know what happened there with the 8-0. So I'll go over here where it's a bit quieter. And hopefully my coach doesn't leave, because I've got that coach to get back. Oh, that's going to be stinking, because it seems to take ages, that coach. But the good thing is that we'll go back on the coach with a nice 3-pointer, and as the chants sing and go around Turf Moor, he loves Burnley. Is Europe ole ole ole. I mean, in amongst the Burnley fans, yeah, but who gives a fuck? Do you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? They're still going past, still chanting, still staring. Next one, got beat 4-1. So, you know. But Newcastle, Europe ole 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 was the chance for a good, like, hour of that game, to be fair. And that's the way we are. We are 6th now in the league, and we cruised to victory. We end up thrashing Burnley. And we'll go back to the goal scorers, we'll go back to how it played out. Like I say, Callum Wilson takes his chance very well. He's back in that starting lineup, as I said, in that 4-4-2. Good to see Tino and Hall as fullbacks. Kraft and Bain never really troubled too much at centre-back. And what else have we got in there? I would say is that Jacob Murphy in his best position. I think maybe his best position is that right mid. We've seen him at wing-back, we've seen him at full-back, right-back, right wing. For me, it's right mid. It's in that 4. I think that's where he is his best for me, Jacob Murphy. I think that's where he's the most control. Hello, mate, Harris. I think that's where he's the most. Alright, cheers, mate. I think that's where he is the most comfortable. You know, I think that's where he is the most effective, and he's probably fancies himself the most. So Murphy, you know, it was one of his cutbacks. Newcastle just had the cutback method all day, didn't we? We've seen it loads. The old triangle will play the cutbacks and stuff, but today it was quite simple for us to do that. Wilson, after Isaac missed, got his goal. Longstaff finally got on the score sheet. I had him a score from outside the box. You can just about see Burnley. It's a good angle there, actually. Turf Moor in the background, just about. So we'll stand there for you lot. But Longstaff got the goal. That made it 2-0. And then it was 3 just for half time. Bruno, easy, just light work, just very easy. I think as soon as we got our first, it's the old cliche in football, isn't it? You know, the first goal, but it really was today, because I think if Burnley had got it, it might have been that tough, awkward afternoon that some people were expecting. But when we got it, especially the second, they were just flat. The crowd was flat. A lot of them started walking out. And now it is fair play to Burnley, because around here, when you're close to Manchester and stuff, to support Burnley, I'm not going to grief them, to be fair. I'm really not. And you look at the ground, you look at what they're working with, you look at the team, you look at the budget they've got. They've done really well to be in the Premier League, to be fair. They could still stay up. It's unlikely, but they can still sit up. So fair play to them. But it's 3-0 at half time, and we are laughing. We are cruising. Absolute cruise control. And then the second half starts, and Isaac gets a penalty. We're rushing back. The crowds, and I've got to say again at Turf Moor, this is a huge, huge problem. And for the first time ever, they've introduced safe standing in the away section, which is the biggest waste of time ever, because everyone stands at an away game. But they introduced that, and then you've still got the tiny little slit of turnstile for the away fans to get through. It's a tiny little corridor that everyone gets crammed into. The toilets are crammed, they're tiny. Oh, it's a disaster waiting to happen. We played the video I did in 2018 here, me and Keg said the same thing. Now it's changed. It's still a shambles, yeah, mate. Absolute shambles. The concourse and the toilets and the facilities and everything. But we'll come out anyways, back to the game. And it's Isaac with a pen, and everyone's like, well, he scored it. No need to watch this. This one's in the bag. This one's going in the back of the net. It didn't. Keeper makes a save. So that's something I didn't think I'd see. Isaac missed some penalties, Mr. Cool. And to be fair, nowadays for the first time in as long as I can remember, we've actually had a decent amount of penalties this season. Obviously, we had one last week that Isaac scored. And we do seem to get a decent amount of pens. But Isaac missed that one. However, made amends just moments later. He did make amends moments later when he bagged from the cross. And he was on the end of that. And from then, we literally just shut up shop. We literally just pedal off the gas, put it into neutral, pretty much with the handbrake on. Do you know, I can't think of much else that happened after that. We made loads of subs. Matt Ritchie comes on, drives what he wants. He comes on, he's chilling out. We'll finally see the return of Joe Linton, and I've got to say the atmosphere and the chants towards him were amazing today. The reception he got, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant to see GS7 back on the pitch. What a miss he's been, and literally within seconds of coming on, he clatters someone straight away. That is the Joe Linton I have been missing. Joe Linton getting stuck in straight away. Great to see the Brazilian boys, the blonde bombshells in the middle of the park for Newcastle, Joe Linton and Bruno Guimaraes. And, you know, Anderson comes on, Harvey Barnes comes on, who, to be fair to him, I thought Harvey Barnes was really good when he came on. Really lively, making some fantastic runs, Harvey Barnes. He probably should have scored. Keeper made a good save later on. That was the main chance of the second half after we got the fourth. But Barnes is making some splitting runs, some dangerous runs. And we were solid throughout. Listen, you come on an away day. Now, speaking to Pete on the coach before this, make sure you check the match day vlog, by the way. Great scenes on that coach. I never get the coach. I haven't got the coach for about 5 years. But today was a last minute one. Got on the coach. And it's been good crack, to be fair. It took absolutely ages. I can't be arsed with it coming back, but it took ages. But it's all good fun in it, and you can't complain when you come away with 3 points. And that was the point I was making, that we used to go on away days years ago just with sheer optimism and just for the absolute crack, not expecting anything. And now we were coming today hoping and expecting a win, and we got that. And we got a resounding win. I don't think we played amazing, but we didn't have to. And we scored 4 goals, so happy bloody days. And most important, Europe, ole, ole, ole. You will hear and see those chants in the matchday vlog when I get it edited and put together, probably tonight, maybe even tomorrow, depending on how long this coach takes. But I'm going to get back on my coach now, get back to the Toon. Newcastle have 6, we're 1-4-1. It's been a great day. Cheers watching, people. Drop your thoughts, what you've made of today's game in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.